Yeah, hi there. These comments are for S, and I am Professor Buckoff, your English 106 instructor here at California State University, San Bernardino. Thank you for completing the writing assignment. I am going to go over your paper right now. So there's three specific areas I think you could make more improvements in, and the suggestions I'm going to give you now, they will help you not just in my class, but with other writing assignments you're completing here at the college level. All right, really the first area, it starts off with the introduction here. So I actually gave you got a week mark, I think, in the beginning. It kind of starts off with the context. Actually, I gave you a little bit higher here, but I could have given you a lot lower. I gave you good here, but when it comes to your thesis, I gave you weak in this area. So let's take a look at your introduction first. So what do you do with the introduction? The purpose of the introduction is to raise the topic and frame the project in an interesting way, and also present a clear thesis statement which frames the three parts of the project. So let me read what you said in the beginning. You said popularity of a product or anything else happens for a variety of reasons. A product, an action, or expression or anything can become popular. The reasons for the popularity are too many to name. Sometimes a product is too good. Sometimes a celebrity or popular personality does something or goes public with an item. Popularity and fashion are just like taste. They can't be argued. Popularity just happens sometimes. Now, you didn't reference John Backdorf. I found that quite interesting. I mean, the whole purpose of this writing assignment is to respond to his cartoon in three specific areas. To pin down his theory, to interpret a hidden meaning within the cartoon, and to also make it clear whether your experience affirms, revises, or refutes Durst's theories. So you didn't really reference those specific ideas, so it wasn't very surprising when the rest of the essay did not really explicitly or directly answer the question. So if you can frame the thesis around the writing assignment, which you didn't do, you are more likely to be able to respond effectively to all aspects of the writing task. So that's my first main suggestion. Now the second area, it gets into the second part of the assignment here. You also scored a little lower here too. So it says, relying on the cartoon Durst's background and events from 1995, the writer convincingly interprets a hidden or implicit message from the cartoon. Now in your paper, it isn't exactly clear where or if you're actually responding to this part of the assignment at all. I mean, I look at different paragraphs and I'm looking for keywords around three areas. One will say Durst's theory is. So you say Durst says anything can become cool. Durst is totally right. I think things are popular. I think popularity creates popularity. And then you have, I remember a few years ago, you talk about the Live Strong bracelet. So it isn't even clear when you're actually responding to that part of the assignment. So if you said something like this, if you created a paragraph with a transition that said, in addition to having a theory about fads or trends, Durf is also conveying a hidden message to his audience. If you said that, then it would be very clear that you're now making a transition from the first part of the assignment to the second part of the assignment. So as far as I can tell, I don't really see any hidden message at all in your essay. I'll just give you some tips. Consider media manipulation. That seems to be something that Durf is talking about, how the media has power to persuade the young people into thinking a certain way. And I think Durf probably is criticizing that power or that misuse of power from the media. Durf also seems to be making some strong statements about corporations. You could look at this as an anti-corporation or anti-corporate type message. He also seems to be saying things about peer pressure. So your strategy is to choose not all three of what I mentioned, but to choose one of those meanings or some other meaning that you think is evident within the cartoon, right? Once you explain that, then you explain how you think that's the hidden meaning within the cartoon, and then you explain why that's the hidden meaning within the cartoon. And then that would show that you can develop an idea with some depth and complexity of thought. Okay, the last area you get into, you also lost points. In this section, you also got 2 here, where it talks about developing specific ideas in depth with strong and appropriate examples, data, and or experiences. So when you move to the third part of the writing assignment, in one paragraph you said the iPhone was popular because it looked good. You mentioned iPhone. The next paragraph, I'm not sure what you're doing there. You say, I think popularity creates popularity. Buzz created around an item or anything else can make it popular. And then you talked about the Live Strong bracelet. There, now you're actually starting to get somewhere, but you only developed that in really one paragraph. You spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 lines of your essay talking about the Live Strong bracelet. That one, I think, had you really developed that point, and then I think it was important. You said the yellow bracelet, it was huge. Everyone was wearing it. You say, I did not like it, but I wore it because all my friends were wearing it. There. What if you spend 50 words to 100 words just explaining why you decided to wear the bracelet? That would develop your ideas in more depth. So you can talk about the specific day when you got the bracelet, bought it, you put it on, and the impression that your friends had when they saw you wearing it, and so on. Had you developed that a little bit more, that would have really helped to add some depth to the writing. Now, once you discuss the bracelet, then you have to get to this part of the assignment here. After you mention the Live Strong bracelet, you now need to make it clear whether your experience affirms, revises, or refutes Durf's theory. For example, how did the Live Strong bracelet become popular? Was it a celebrity like Durf mentions in his cartoon? Did it start locally in a smaller area and then move out from there? I think that you said it became popular in the United States, right? So then if it became popular in the United States, why did it become popular? See if you can trace down the whole process. That means doing research, and then you can help answer the question more completely. All right, so overall, you had 33 points out of 50 on this particular essay. This puts you at 66% on the assignment. So my recommendation for you is you have to show, you want to be able to show me, you're a good student, you show up most of the time, you're trying to work hard, but your writing, if I'm honest with you, it's just not college level. You're struggling in terms of getting your writing at the level that's expected for American universities and for college classes here at California State University, San Bernardino. So what do you do now? I think the next strategy is to make an outline of how you want to answer the third writing assignment. Make the outline immediately, even today. Then bring the outline by my office and I can take a look at it. We can work on it over a few days. Then start completing the different parts of the assignment. All right? Anyway, thank you very much for completing the writing project, and I look forward to seeing you in class, and I especially look forward to reading your third paper.